Okay, we are getting into a very busy travel season, right? Spring break is around the corner. Before you know it, summer vacations are going to be here. More and more of us are going to be hitting the road, and I guess just by the sheer numbers of that means that there's a likelihood for more and more car accidents. So we're very happy this morning to have Nathan Evans on the show. He's an attorney with Wettermark Keith, kind of giving us a 101 lesson on what to do in case you do have even a fender bender. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
I guess it is kind of a statistics class, right? I mean, the more of us that are on the road, the greater the chances of an accident.
It's true. We all need to be careful when we're out there on the road.
Is it true that the majority of accidents do tend to happen closer to home than farther away from home?
You know, I'm not sure on the statistics of that, but I think we need to be safe wherever we are.
Yeah.
And never lose that vigilance.
I might think that because of a joke I heard when I was a kid about the guy who heard that there were you were more likely to have an accident within a 5-mile radius of your house, so he moved. So I guess that stuck with me. So let's talk about the teen drivers out there who are going to, I mean, a lot of college kids are about to hit the road for spring break. That's a worry, right?
It is. Inexperienced drivers can be a problem, but as long as, the most important thing is that we pay attention while we're on the road, look out for other drivers, be safe while we're there, and especially don't text and drive.
Haven't there been some changes now? I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it used to be that if you had an accident, you knew right away that there's going to be a police officer to show up. Hasn't there been a little bit of a pullback because of resources in that now, and that may or may not be the case?
Well, that's a good question. I think the most important thing to understand is that where possible, you should call the police and make sure that a police report is made of the incident.
Okay.
Especially if there are injuries. If there's an injured party, you need to make sure that the police come, that other resources are there to tend to the needs of those who have been injured.
I guess it's a case-by-case basis, right, Nathan? Because you have to sort of assess the situation and the tone of the environment, because road rage is also a real thing that we live with now. So how do you know when it's safe to get out of your car?
Oh, absolutely, and that factors into what you were talking about before about calling the police. If you don't feel safe in the situation where you are, it is always best to give them a call and make sure that they come out.
Are there some things that we tend to do that are mistakes when we have an accident? I think all of us can prep, but then when that adrenaline rush kicks in, you forget what you've learned.
Sure, absolutely. The best things to do are, number one, make sure you check for injuries with everybody involved. Second, you do need to call the police, like we talked about. Third, I think it's important that you, if circumstances permit, if you feel safe doing it, exchange insurance information with the other driver. And then if there are injuries, make sure you seek medical attention immediately. And then finally, after the accident after you've gone home and you've had some time, you want to make sure you contact your own insurance company and let them know what's happened.
Okay, let's play through a scenario. Because ideally we all live in Wonderland, and A, there's no accident. But B, if there is an accident, everyone is nice and polite and kind and concerned for the other party, and it goes the way it's supposed to go. If that's not the case, and you are wanting to share the insurance information, but maybe the person that's been involved in the accident doesn't want to, what do you do? Well,
that's an important reason to have the police come, because that will be part of the police report. Okay. I'll say too, after the fact, it's important that you are careful about what you say to the police officer and to the insurance company that you're speaking with.
How so?
You want to make sure you stick to the facts. Don't make assumptions about what happened. Just stick to what you know, what you saw, what you heard.
Okay, so I know that my tendency would be to say, gosh, I don't know if I did it, if it was my fault or not, but I should not say that.
I wouldn't. No, I would just stick to the facts, stick to what you know.
Okay. If the other party does not have insurance, what do you do?
There's always things that you can do, and I think the most important thing is if you call an attorney, if you find yourself in a situation where you don't know what's best, call an attorney, consult with them. There's always things that we can do to help.
Okay. With the injuries, sometimes you think you're okay, and then you find out later you're not.
Absolutely.
What do you do in that situation?
Seek medical attention. Do it. Go get yourself checked out. Don't be a hero. Don't think that it's not okay, that you weren't okay. Go and get medical attention.
Is it important, again, assessing the situation, but you know, we tend to be a rubbernecking society. We've all experienced that before. If there is an accident and you witness it, is it helpful if you will stop?
That's such a great question. Yes, it is. I am so grateful not only in my career as an attorney for those who have gone the extra mile and stayed and given their testimony about what happened, but also personally for things that have happened to me and family members. So I would absolutely say, if you feel comfortable doing it, stay.
Even if you don't go right up on the scene, if you're just within viewing distance or something, just to kind of keep an eye on things, is that right?
Well, sure, and I think the most important thing, if you are wanting to be helpful in that situation, make sure that the police know who you are and where to reach you. Make sure that the people involved know how to reach you as well.
If it does reach a point where an attorney's help is needed, and they contact you at your office, do you sort of just have a consultation to make sure that there's even a case there?
Yes. The best thing to do is to reach our firm at www.wkfirm.com and click on our main number there. They'll set up a free consultation with you, and we'll evaluate the case and see if there's something there that we can help with.
Do people make the mistake, I have less than a minute left, but if there's been a medical situation, an injury, do people sometimes think, well, I just won't pay the medical bills because if I win my case, I'll get them paid in the end? Is it better to pay as you go if you can?
I would say that's a case-by-case determination that you would need to talk to your attorney about.
Okay. So here's how you find them then. As you heard Nathan say, it's wkfirm.com. And if you go on that website, you can learn more about their firm, the attorneys in it, kind of their philosophy in helping you through what is going to sadly be a difficult time in your life, and they want to be there to help.
We do. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan.